Can you hear me now, Joe?
Don't hear you.
Hey, Russell.
It's got to be your audio settings.
I hear you.
I hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're low though.
Yeah, I think we're good to go now, Joe.
Yeah, it sounds good. You're low, but you're good. Bring my volume up, make sure it's not me.
How's that? Testing 1, 2?
That's good. Oh,
Russell was first, followed by Frank. Jackson's gaming, and that would be Tim Jackson, right?
That's Tim, the one and only.
Yep.
Never be another.
Sunstar, Brenda. Dominic is here.
Yep.
Dominic.
And Lance is here.
Hey,
Yep.
guys.
Oh, okay. How's your computer going, Lance? You've sorted it all out?
Good. Yeah, I've got. I have. It did not want to connect to the internet this morning. I didn't have to type in my passcode, to get in yesterday. I don't know why, but today I had to, so I fixed that, and that's up and running. Downloaded a couple programs that I had on my old machine. Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, Faststone. Are you a PC user?
No, I'm a Mac user.
Yeah. Okay,
I've got a
Faststone is a PC program.
Okay.
It's a cool photo editing for free. It's and I always use that to preview usually my raw files. Yeah, but is Joe in here?
I'm here.
Yep.
You are now
Joe
the
is here and he
second
can hear
best
you.
Avada flyer. Joe is now the second best Avada flyer in the world.
Second best? Who's the first?
Guess who just lapped him? Take a guess.
What'd you do?
When I get home and show you this footage, your tugboat's gonna be put to shame.
Yeah, you're gonna feel real bad when you see mine tomorrow. You talking all that crap right now, but wait till you see mine. I'm gonna put it out a day early.
You lost another.
You and Johnny went out flying, didn't you?
Yeah, I went out flying by the tugboat today, so just keep talking.
Johnny was a sissy. He flew right over the top.
Yeah,
You
just
can
keep
tell him that.
talking. See what I flew.
Okay. Well, when I get home, I'm going to show you what I flew, and you're going to think, my God, he's the best in the world.
Well, you got the
Hey,
best
but,
drone ever, Avata
Donald.
too.
So
Wow.
actually, though, Joe, I crashed at the Big Toy, and the first time I've ever crashed, and my ND filter popped off, and one of the props got stuck underneath the the guard. I didn't realize it because I didn't twirl all four colors before I restarted it, and it said,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, I'm not going to start up." So I had to go do the walk of shame twice, go over and twirl the one that was stuck, and it took off. But I had never lost a ND filter before.
Interesting.
Are those the clip-on ones?
We were originally going to Coquille Park
Yeah, those are-
because Johnny wanted to fly that new build. He wanted open area.
Yeah.
And we went there, and as I pulled up, he was looking at me and he said, "Let's go to the lighthouse." There was a little mini bus pull up with a bunch of teenagers, looked like some kind of camp. Half of the girls were wearing painted on spans. And he said, "Yeah, well, let's go somewhere else because this is going to be dangerous with flying drones." That we wound up going out to the lighthouse.
Yeah, Don. Those are the clip-ons on the Avata 2. They clip right on.
That hook onto the back of the camera and then slide on?
Actually, they just clip right on in front of the lens. Yep.
Like a magnetic one.
They're not even
Not for the
magnetic.
two.
Oh, okay.
The mini
The
ones,
Avata 1 has a
Yeah,
magnetic.
the mini one slips on, yeah.
yeah, they hook into the vent on the back of the camera and then snap onto the front of the camera. I've lost a couple of those.
Yeah,
The Avata 2
Thankfully,
just
I
clips.
haven't lost one yet, touch wood.
it just snaps in, and I'm always afraid I'm gonna break it. That's why I just leave it on. Now, the one camera butter has goes on the back of the Avata 2 camera behind the little lip, and it's magnetic.
Yeah, and I have the bumper guard from Start RC, and it's still knocked off I still hit the lens.
Yeah, you must have hit it pretty good.
I'll be
Yeah,
back.
I'm not flying like Johnny and Joe, the Johnny and Joe show.
Johnny and Joe fly with caution.
Yeah, ask me about that
And you
today.
throw caution to the wind, right?
There you go, Paul. That's me. Uh-huh. But I flew my Air 2F this morning after my massage, and then I flew my Air 2F at the lighthouse, and then I flew my Avata at the playground and at the lighthouse. And at the lighthouse, I did. You're going to think I'm an equestrian horse when you see what I did.
Wow.
Joe's going to relinquish the crown.
Yeah, for about 30 seconds.
If you're nice to him, Lance, he's liable.
Yeah, I know.
He's liable to let you at least touch the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so rusty, seriously, though. If I don't fly the Avata 2 and I try to hit my playground gaps, I am terrible at it. It's like, in fact, I think I crashed 3 times flying through, the tightest gaps that I fly. But I don't recall the Avata 1 ever. I didn't crash that much with the Avata 1. But Avata 2 is a little wider, but it's not windy at all today. It's nice and calm. In fact, it's 77 at 2:13 in the afternoon. Beautiful day. Tomorrow at this time, I'll be showing you guys footage from the cabin for the next
Yes,
week.
Brenda, the sun finally came out. It was a kind of a dreary day for the most of the day, and then about 2 hours ago, the sun slowly came out, so it's kind of bright right
Did you get any ships today, Paul?
Yeah, I just came back. Me and I just came back from doing a shift.
Okay. Now, when you do your ships, do you usually take her or not always?
Sometimes if she wants to go, but she was parked on the couch and I left her there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in my neighborhood, so I'll probably rejoin you guys on my computer when I get inside.
Okay.
Oh, you forgot to use the word of the day.
There's
When
a
you're
word-
gonna
there's a
rejoin us,
word
you
of
don't
the
say
day.
you're gonna migrate to your computer.
Migrate.
His word of the day today.
Okay. Migrate.
That was TJ's word of the day, migrate.
Okay.
So we met up with a new guy today, John, and his brother-in-law, Tyler, was out there with Johnny.
Yeah.
His Top Drone Productions is John, and he's new to flying. He has the Mini 4 Pro, and Johnny let him fly the Avata 2, and let the nephew, the keep saying nephew, the brother-in-law, fly the Avata 2 and the Air 3. So you got a feel of the different drones, and they were the Avata 2.
Did you like the Avata 2?
Well, John did pretty good with it. Tyler, it took him a long time to get started because he couldn't get it he couldn't understand the motion with the hand,
Yeah.
And finally he did, and he was flying around pretty good.
Well, I'm
It was
gonna
like,
have to
it was
show
like old
Randy.
folks day out there, except for Tyler. Tyler was a young guy. He was
Yeah.
probably in his 30s, late 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
And then the car pulls up with these two old women about in the 70s and 80s, and they wanted to watch us fly the drones for a while. But the problem we had today was we had 8-mile-an-hour winds gusting to 20.
Oh, geez.
And I'll put it like this: that Avata 2 stayed steadily on high winds warning.
Wow.
Johnny went up to the lighthouse with the Avata 2, and he said, "You know what?" He said, "I don't know if I should have done that," because he turned around and the thing was giving him high wind warnings.
Oh, yeah.
Because it just flied back. It's come back. And the other guy, I was kind of telling John, he was out there with 40% battery out to the lighthouse. I said, the good news, you got the wind coming back your way. I said, just pay attention to it. I said, I wouldn't let it get back under like 30%. Once you hit 30, I'd come back just to be safe. I said, because you just don't want it to try to start landing on you, because you don't know what the battery's going to do out there with the heat. So he actually handed the drone over with 39% to the brother-in-law, and then brother-in-law's flying, and I can't see where it's at. I kind of know where it's at. I think he's still out by the lighthouse. And then all of a sudden, it says 19%. So just tell it to return to home. But he was over the tugboat already. Attention on deck.
Hey, all right.
Ah,
Carry on,
big
carry on.
fan.
Gentlemen, good
deserve it.
afternoon once again, as always.
Whether you like it or not, you deserve it.
Thank you, sir. As do you. All right, yeah, done for the day. Good day at the office.
It's like my son when I get with him and we get in the Marine Corps son. When
Yeah.
I tell him something kind of crazy. I'll say it real crazy, and then I'll stop for a second and say, "Sir." And he said, "Boy, I'm glad you said sir. I was thinking NJP."
That's funny. For those of you that do not know, NJP stands for non-judicial punishment.
Yep.
In other
I
words,
told him,
court.
I said, just think you could do that. Try to do that. I said, just try to do that, sir. You know?
Yeah, it's more like a sir.
Yeah, that was my big thing in the Marine Corps. If I had somebody and I got it was an officer and I got a little rough with it, I made sure I ended it, paused a second, went, sir. Because then he couldn't say
That's
nothing.
funny. Oh, you know, that's the same thing as saying, you know, with all due respect, you're a jerk. You can't
Yeah.
say that. Well, I said with all due respect. You know, so it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Right?
But I was blessed to be a driver here in New Orleans when I was still doing supply work and everything. So I got to
All
meet the
right.
commandant of the Marine Corps. I got to meet all the big people coming in to 8th District headquarters. So I drove all these bigwigs around for 3 years. So
All right.
I made a name for myself there because I'd get letters of appreciation, meritorious mass sent to me by these people all the time. So I got a book of them, you know. So
Heck yeah.
the commandant of the Marine Corps, General Barrow, came in maybe 6, 7 times, and he actually lived about a mile and a half from where I lived. That's where he stayed when he came in, and he got a kick out of that. He actually wanted to see my house, went to the house, and met my dad, my mom, and everybody. You know, so there's a commandant of the Marine Corps.
Nice.
You know,
That's
after about
cool.
the 4th trip. So,
That's cool.
His son, I worked for his son in South Carolina, and his son was his son and I got into it one day over Lance Corporal, and I said, "Sir, let me explain to you. He works for me. I work for you. Don't tell him he's got time off without letting me know, because then when they call looking for him, I'm the one that looks bad, like that." And he put me on personal appearance weight control. I went down and everybody's laughing about it, saying he's trying to get even with you, because everybody would say, "Hell no, no way, no way." I mean, there was no way he was just being a jerk, you know. And his dad was coming to his wedding in about 3 weeks. And he called me and he said, "Well, if I can't put you on weight control, I'm putting you on personal appearance." I said, "Sir, can we talk?" Close the door. I said, "Let me explain something to you. I'm 3% body fat. You know, you can't get me on weight because of 3% body fat. I'm within the limits. You can't get me on personal appearance because look at me." Like that. And I said, "But you know what? I'm going to just tell you, keep it up. I'm going to talk to your dad when he comes in." And he started to laugh and said, "Yeah, talk to my dad." Like that. So I went back to my desk. We finished. I said, "Sir, I'll talk to your dad." So we finished. So week and a half passed. I look outside to see the doors open up of a limo. Dad gets out. He comes walking in. I tell Staff Sergeant Bowers, I said, "Call the place to attention when the general comes in."
Your volume dropped off, Joe.
And I said, "Just call it to attention." So as he starts coming in, he calls the place to attention. We all stand up, you know, because he's going to see him first. So everybody stands up. His son stands up because he don't know who's coming in. Son stands up and everything. General Barrow walks in and says, "Hey, y'all, stand at ease, stand at ease." Turns around, looks at his son, says, "Hey, Robert." Turns around, looks at me and goes, "Hey, Joseph, I didn't know you worked for my son." You should have seen his son's face. I said, "Yes, sir, I do. But we got to have a talk whenever you get a chance. Let's do it right now." He said, "I'll be right back." His son just plopped down in the seat like that. He didn't know what was happening. I told him everything he was doing. He came into the office. He said, "All of y'all are dismissed. Go home. Joe, you go home. My son's going to stay here with me. We'll watch the place the rest of the day." It was about 2:00 in the afternoon. We left. When I came back Monday morning, he was no longer there. We had a new person move in.
Interesting.
I have no idea what he told him, but he got him out of there.
Hey, you know, it's not working out, right?
It wasn't.
It's not working out. Make a change. Right on.
I had a captain now at work before he came in. I don't even know why he went on the
makes
base.
sense. You know, there's something about that chain of command that needs to occur. You know, and I implement that at I-5 Virginia Beach as well. You know, where I mean, there's a chain of command. You follow that. Let me know if I need to be in the loop. But there's just some things for one also that, hey, I'm not going to make that decision. Your supervisor needs to make that decision. You know? I'm not going to give you the time off. I'm not going to say it's okay for you to work overtime. You need to work that out with your supervisor because he's supposed to be managing that also. you know, because I mean that's the way it's done. And so we run this place. I mean, I'm effectively like the XO for the company. The CEO is the skipper or the commanding officer, and Bob and I run the place like a military unit. I've got managers that are my department heads, and the flight instructors and the customer service representatives are the grunts, if you will, but the people that are doing the work, that are lifting the weight, flying the people,
Right.
actually lifting weight, and it's good from a standpoint also, I am a flight instructor as well, and it's good that I suit up and I work for, my chief flight instructor or the manager of the day every once in a while, just so I have a pulse, on what's going on and the happenings of the flight deck. But I'm not making any executive level decisions when I'm wearing my flight suit. I'm there to be a flight instructor. I know my place, and it makes sense. It's like I become one of the grunts when I put my flight instructor on, and I just, to make it happen,
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, not many other companies are like that. They go down there to work and be with the guys, and then they're barking orders also at the same time, while they're working with the guys. When, hey, you should be working with the guys if you're going to be working with the guys. They understand that you are still the leader, but one still needs to be mindful and not be so familiar with the troops, if you will, if they're in a position of leadership. That is, basic leadership 101. Someone once told me, and I see you hear it all the time, there's no I in team, but you know what? There's a bunch of I's in a team also, though. When you think about it, each individual is part of the team. Yeah, there's no I, but then they also, depending on how you draw it out, there's an I in the a-hole, right? Right? You've heard that, right? Depending on how you draw it out.
Okay, my chat's not working. I don't know if all these people are still in the chat because nobody's coming up when I hit the.
On the chat? On the live chat?
Now, you know why nobody's coming up? I'm hitting the wrong freaking thing. No, I'm not. I'm hitting it right there. I'm hitting.
That sounds like Justin.
Props.
Sounds like Justin?
Did I hear Justin giggling?
Anybody else is in here?
Yeah, apparently we are on a tornado watch this evening until 8 p.m.
I'm going to do this. Time chat, come back to live chat, see if it changes.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm
back.
on my way to Best Buy right now to get a new laptop.
I'll be back.
You have to reset?
Yeah.
Your computer?
Not the whole thing. I just got to reset my computer.
Okay.
But it should make one of you guys would be in charge. What do you want me to? What do you want me to make in charge?
Joe.
Captain Joe.
Make
host, in the chat
Joe.
right now is
Cool
Cat.
Hey, Cool Cat.
Okay, y'all all
good
booted.
afternoon, man. How you doing? Good evening.
Booting y'all all off.
Yeah, I saw Lance in the Zoom also, briefly.
Lance was there. Where's he at?
Yeah, I don't know. Michael, Laura.
Is that Mark I hear?
Randy, Jody.
Yeah, Lance had to migrate to his PC
Brenda.
From his phone.
Joel,
migrate.
Bill.
I thought I hear Mark.
Yeah, that's me.
And Mark's here.
Justin.
There's Don.
Jason. Don.
Yes, sir.
Joe.
Yeah,
Dominic.
I'm on my way to Best Buy right now to get a new laptop for one of my workmates. Her laptop is dead. She's going on travel, so I'm like, let me just buy you a new one, and we'll get it all set up tonight for you to travel.
My laptop's dead too.
That is, I thought I heard Justin giggling in the background. He's here. See?
I'll Oh, bugger. I've just got a new laptop.
Holy crap!
he's-
My desktop just shit the bed on me. Damn it.
Yeah, just right there.
Time for you to get a new time for you to get a new
No.
Hey,
Jason's gonna go to Best Buy and buy everybody a round of new PCs. Thanks, Jason.
PCs all around. PCs all around.
Hey.
You get a PC. You get a PC. Everybody gets a PC.
That was put in the Big Bang Show.
Don't worry, Jason. I won't let them bully you. I'll send you the link to Amazon with my address.
Yeah.
Very well, very well.
Your affiliate link.
Yeah, we haven't got a Best Buy.
So Lance, was that your video just now?
Lance, are you all packed up for your trip?
He's muted and with his camera off, so I think he's doing something.
Yeah, he was showing. I had a video coming through a minute ago.
He's,
I
I
think it
lost
was him walking
audio.
out of a fence.
Yeah,
Because he said he's
packed for a
now the
trip.
world's greatest Avada 2 flyer that he dethroned me.
Oh yeah.
I said I'll let him have it for 30 seconds. Wait till he sees me flying through the tugboat tomorrow.
How do you like that drone?
I like it.
Yeah.
Today it was giving me high wind warnings the whole day because we were flying 20-mile-an-hour winds. And it was acting like it was flying at 20-mile-an-hour winds.
Lance says he lost audio.
Oh, no.
Anybody want a new power supply?
Russell's in as well.
Connecting to audio now. I think he's got what is that computer at? Was that T-Mobile?
Yeah. Anybody want a PC power supply?
They're not making you send it back, or they just didn't realize they sent you to.
No, what they did was the guy yesterday, he stole the graphics card, but didn't want the power supply. So he attached it to my replacement order today, and then they delivered two.
Yeah, but what
When I
power
called-
supply does your PC have?
The exact same one, 700 watt.
Okay, can you guys hear me? I'm having.
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh,
mate.
throw it
Okay.
on Facebook Marketplace. Brand new. Unopened.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Might as well, shit.
Did you get your air tag?
Why don't all
No, they
monitors
didn't
come
put
with
they didn't put an air tag
a
in,
camera?
but they sent a manager out with it.
All right.
Are you on the new computer, Lance, or the old one?
I'm on the new one, and I don't have I haven't hooked up my camera yet.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
You know, every monitor should come with a camera. That's ridiculous.
Lance,
this
whatever
is
you plugged
lovely.
in, yeah, whatever you
What the-
plugged in there, Lance, doesn't go in there.
Yeah,
That
some
was-
just it reverbed
was-
in my eardrums.
That was a definite main hub.
Was that me?
There's a hum.
I like it. It
There's a-
tickles.
It's
There's a hum.
Yeah,
It's 50, yeah, that's 50 or 60 hertz. That's
Lance has
means-
just plugged the microphone into the mains.
You might have plugged it in backwards if you're using that multi, what is it, the pink and the blue plug? I think it is. You might have plugged the mic into the.
Your PC should automatically switch. The modern day PCs, anyway.
And it's a USB plug.
You don't really need them anymore.
The USB plug. That's weird that it's doing that.
It's
That's
getting
got
a
to be the
power surge.
headset.
Right.
Just getting a power surge, that's all.
No, it could be just because the cable's too close to a mains cable. You get induction across the leads.
Don't ask me how Laura did it. I went in her computer earlier to put the new power supply in a graphics card. and somehow she's managed to confuse all the wires. So all the wires are all tied up and tangled and everything. And these are inside the computer. I really don't know how she does it.
Did you get that video I sent you before, David?
Yeah, I responded to it, didn't I?
I don't know.
No.
I thought it was quite funny.
Yep. That's the Del Boy clip you sent me,
Oh
David.
yeah, that's what's happening in Peckham right now.
Yeah, you did respond.
Hold up, it's Del Boy. Oh, piss off. I'm not Justin.
Do what?
No, she just shouted, David, check your messages.
Well, I wonder what Paul's doing. He's not on yet.
He's trying to figure out where the power button is on his computer.
That's what I'm doing.
His computer broke. He needs a new computer too.
Yeah.
He needs is a
Oh,
fucking
for
iMac,
fuck's sake.
not a PC.
Paul.
Okay, Laura told me to check my messages, and the message is, Justin, check your messages.
I can't at the moment.
Hi, Paul.
I'm back.
Paul.
Who's back?
Paul's back.
Again. Yes, he's back. Tell your friends.
Johnny?
Yeah, the reason Amazon told me to keep the power supply, Justin, is because they said if I send it back, it would instantly give me a refund.
How's the monitor working, Joe?
It's going all right. I'm still confused a little bit.
Why?
What throws me off a little bit is like if I'm working on the one in front of me, right, which is my main, and I'm trying to get something over here. I got the taskbar over here. If I hit, say, Photoshop, it'll pop up on this one because it's my main. I got to move it, you know?
Yeah, you got to set. That's because that one's set as your main screen. You can change that.
Well, Laura's last 3 messages on the chat were, Justin, check your messages. Someone tell Justin to read his messages. And then, Randy, did you receive a friend request?
You can put your taskbar on both screens as well.
Yeah, and then she
I've got them on both screens.
Justin to check his messages. It's just one of those things.
But if I hit the taskbar on my number 2 screen, it pops up on number 1 because it's the main screen. I got to move it back. I'd love to have it to where it stays in number 2 when I'm hitting number 2.
Jody now.
Hold on.
And when I've looked at the settings I have, it really don't say it. Don't tell me how.
Hey, Mark, did you hear about that 69-year-old that got jailed today for his part in the riots?
No.
When the judge said, you may have had 69 good years experience, but you went out with a baton to cosh someone. He says, I can't ignore that. He says, I'm giving you 38 months for going out and 6 months for carrying the weapon. And he looked at the judge and went, really? And the judge went, you can have an extra month for that if you want. And he just burst out crying. It's like, dumbass.
I think I know it. I think I know what I need to change.
Okay, so I'm going to show you here. So you pull this up.
I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'm going to go into Best Buy and get this computer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, see you in a bit. Yep. See it.
See you, guys.
Click on whatever screen that it's going to and just hit make this my main display.
Oh,
Just
look,
like
Windows
that.
11.
Yeah, I've got
And
that.
then it will switch it.
I'd love
You
to
just
be
gotta-
able to. I wouldn't want to do it, but I'd love to be able to just say, well, good luck with that. The doctor's given me 3 months to live.
So you just click on whichever one, it will automatically switch it when you check the box.
But yeah, it does that. Well, I could, what I'm doing, I'm thinking that if I put, it says, remember Windows locations based on monitor connection. If I take that off, will that change it? Whether I use the taskbar on the left screen to work on the left screen, and it won't go to my main screen.
Windows.
Are you talking? What are you in taskbar settings?
We'll find out.
Yeah, and the other guy that got
going back.
Yeah,
No,
Mark, the other guy that got jailed.
It's the same screen you had.
Well, they showed the video of him stealing the giant super widescreen monitor from the library. And as he passed it to his brother out the window, the police officer stood there and he did the Police Academy sketch, you know, where they passed it back and put it back in.
That's funny.
So change your other one to your main display and then open the program, see what it does.
Okay.
By the
It
way,
should open up on whatever your main one is.
It shouldn't matter. If you've dragged it to the one you want it on, when you close it down, it should reopen back onto that monitor screen all the time until you move it to the other monitor.
Yeah,
close it down on the other one.
That's what mine does for my AMD Ryzen Master. Every time I open it up, because I use that for the temperatures and stuff, it goes right to my little screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just opened up Photoshop and it opened up on the left screen.
Where you wanted it to?
That's where I wanted to. I didn't have to move it that time.
Okay, so yeah, as long as you are always using it on that screen, the computer should recognize it, like David said, and whenever you close it and reopen it, it should automatically open it on that one, because it recognizes, hey, you're always wanting to use it there.
No, it's moved it back on. It moved it back to the main screen. No, it started coming up on the main screen, popped it back on another screen.
Okay, yeah, what it's going to do is it's like it's doing its little preload, and then it will jump over.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Okay. Yeah, because you won't have to move anything. It will just do it itself once it's done loading up.
If I got to move it, I got to move it, but I think it's got to, maybe it's learning itself, But it's, other than that, it worked out pretty good.
You know you've got problems when you open it up and it loads up on the right screen and it goes, now I'm going to put it over here for you. And then starts winding you up and moving it around.
No, you know you've got problems when your dog eats half of your chocolate cake.
In one go.
No, it was only a little piece. I gave it a...
You think that's problems when your dog eats half your cat. That's problems.
No, it's problems when your cat eats half the dog.
I love that sketch that's always put around for ages of the little girl digging a big hole.
Oh, yeah.
And the next door neighbor going,
yeah,
why are you digging a hole?
Yeah,
I'm going to bury my goldfish.
I think I can find it the other day.
Big hole for a goldfish? Why are you digging it that big? Because it's inside your fucking cat.
Jesus.
I'm looking for ace of stuff.
Oh, gross. Beans on toast. Is that eggs? Oh, never mind. It's butter. They're not be fucking eggs.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with eggs on beans on toast.
Nice. Beans on toast, yes.
Beans and fries. Beans and fries.
In fact, if you're going to go the whole hog, do cheese on toast with egg on top of that, and then on top of that.
Yeah.
Here you
Nice,
go,
David.
Mark. I found it.
Oh.
This is the one.
Hello, Laura. Love, what are you doing there then?
I'm burying my goldfish.
Oh, it's this 15.6 inch gaming laptop.
So it's in a goldfish, I suppose, isn't it?
4070.
But why are you digging such a big hole, you silly thing?
Because it's inside your cat.
your SKU number on there somewhere? Okay, yeah, 657.
That's
Oh, I
fun.
think I'm still on.
Yep. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Yep, yeah.
Oops. All right. Close.
I think he wasn't planning a murder or anything, you know.
Okay. There you go.
Or committing.
65,
Yeah, right.
73, 673.
He's like, he's like, yeah, we can hide the body here. We just got to move it.
It's like, yeah, I've closed it now.
No crotch shots, please.
Yeah, we'll get you in trouble. Oh, there, yep. And there's the crotch shot. There it is for you. Crotch to ass. And then he goes back down like he heard us. He's like, yeah, take a look at that.
Check out.
I hear you.
Yeah, look at that.
I can't hang my keys out front so they bang against it.
Bit like that. There was a picture
Oh my
on
goodness.
Facebook. A picture on
Yeah,
Facebook
we're here.
today.
We still hear you.
No, we can't hear you, but we can see you.
Oh, we see you.
Hey,
Yeah,
all
I guess-
right.
yeah.
I'm still on the thing.
Is this your first day with the phone?
And by the way, we heard where you were planning on burying the body. Just
Oh,
saying.
yeah. This happens, right?
Yeah, and we're going to be honest. You're not going to be able to hide it in that crotch.
That's funny. Yeah, no, it's cool. I was gonna buy it online, but I like to purchase stuff like this, use and get the Geek Squad protection plan instead of using the Total Tech plan, just because the warranty is better. You know, for when it
That's where
breaks.
Jody takes all his computers is the Geek
And
Squad.
then get your military discount.
They don't offer that
Hey,
here at
Jody.
Best Buy. No. Have you seen this thing? Check this out. I'm gonna show you something. This is cool. Let's see. Computer. How do you switch the camera around? Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
You seen this thing?
Interesting.
It's
Bit expensive for a Chromebook.
Chromebook.
Lenovo Legion.
That's nice.
It's cool, right?
Now,
Get a Steam Deck. Much better.
A Steam Deck?
Yeah, those are pretty much like just Android tablets with fancy joysticks on the side.
Steam Deck, you can play all your Steam games on it.
Well, Steam Deck's more of the actual mini computer.
Yeah, and you can play Fortnite on it.
Huh? What about it?
I shouldn't have said that. Laura,
Uh,
no.
Is that it? All right, cool. I'll be right back. Yeah.
No, Jody, that's where you take all your computers to get them fixed. That's where you get all your info from. You've just been reading pamphlets.
Excuse my credit card.
And there's a crowd shot again. Nice.
Alright,
Now we're in
And
the
we're
pocket.
back.
In his pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Louis Rossman, man. That boy knows his shit, Michael, for sure.
Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, pick up my number.
He gets down to a molecular level on damn computers on the boards.
Went to the
Yeah, he
doctor.
does shit most computer stores won't even do.
Went to the doctors this morning.
Yeah.
Sat there in the waiting room for having my blood test, and the reception manager's on the phone. Suddenly, she turns around to this whoever she's talking to. She went, "Well, in that case, then you don't need to come back into work. You're fired." To which this voice started raging, going, "I'll be in on Friday to hand me notice in." She went, "No, you won't. You're fucking fired." And it just went on for about half an hour. Back and forth. It's like, no one's going to see the doctor today then.
Oh, well, I think I won't be on the morning tomorrow unless my appointment that starts at the same time as the stream does finishes in time.
Yeah, we have child number 1 this weekend, so
I've got an
I'm sure you'll see
abdominal
which one you-
aortic aneurysm scan.
Sounds fancy.
David, are you excited because you're having the kids this weekend?
No, only having one.
Apparently,
What
just
you
an
could do is you could call up
so-
and say, "Hey, I'd like more than one."
What I
David,
could do,
Which one?
or what I'm going to do, are
Number
two
1,
different
number
things.
2, or number 3?
Number 1.
Uh-oh.
You see, we can name Hannah now because she's 17.
Okay.
So the child.
Oh,
the
you
kids
guys
have
don't
dropped
name your
down in
kids
number.
till they're 18 over there?
Yeah, no, it's just number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
you only
we-
give them numbers when they're born. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we give them names, but we've been asked not to mention their names online.
Until they're
Other.
a certain age?
Yes. Well, Justin already knows who child number 3 is because he's become her uncle.
Yeah.
Slowly
Really?
Americanizing them one day at a time.
One at a
Yes,
time,
sir.
Justin. One at a time.
It's all right. The one that's coming this weekend, you've got 0 chance of Americanizing.
Like I said, in every Brit, Australian, and Canadian, there's just an American waiting to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Everybody wants to become Australian.
No, you're all right.
No, even the Brits want that. No, that's why I like Lewis Ross. Lewis
There's
Rossman's
one reason.
videos, Michael.
The main reasons why I don't want to become an Australian, Vegemite. The main reason I don't want to become an American, nuggies, and they don't eat beans on toast.
Yeah, but
You
we
can
have
eat beans on
and
toast if you want.
Yeah, this is the land of the free. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Well, it's the land of the kind of free.
Yeah, but the trouble is, if you go into a cafe over there, they never cook anything the same way that we do over here.
Probably all done in the microwave.
Okay. Sometimes there's clients that are difficult, and then there's other clients that are challenging. Today I had a challenging client.
Okay.
I've been doing work for him or with him for decades, going back 20 years. And I get there today expecting just an easy thing, and he had a script written, and he had ideas in his head that involved match cuts, constant match cuts to different things. And one of the things was having a girl, when he talks about clothing, have her come walking out and have the clothes change on her as she's taking her steps.
Yeah.
Locking off the shot, matching her up. I think it was a bit of a pain in the ass, but let me see here.
That sounds fun.
Let me share this with you.
She was being a royal hemorrhoid or what?
No, she's great. But
was one of those changes into swimsuit by any
can you
chance?
see that?
Like a bikini.
Yep. Okay, so I did an in-camera transition with just a piece of cloth.
Yep.
To match there, and then she comes walking down the sidewalk. So here.
Okay, wow.
Oh, great.
I don't think that was too bad.
I think it's pretty good. That is excellent.
Strings.
I had to kind of work her like a puppet, but
not going there.
So yeah, he had weird ideas like we're gonna take a globe, we're gonna turn it into this, and okay.
Yeah, it's his store, I guess, right? He's going to pay you regardless.
So,
bit of magic there.
So yeah, it's those clients that are difficult and clients that are challenging, and the challenging ones, it's like
they want to hire you for a job and then tell you how to do the job, right?
No. He had great ideas. He didn't know how to do them, but he had faith in me to figure it out.
Well, he had faith in you, so that's a good thing.
me doing this on my own and just kind of, okay, winging it without planning it and just kind of getting the stuff lined out. Kind of happy with it so far.
Just pay someone else to do it for you.
Yeah. Subcontract it out to Curtis.
Subcontract the subcontractor.
Yeah, subcontract until someone does it for you.
What happens in government, isn't it?
Yeah. They just keep passing it down to different departments. I know that feeling.
Oh, by the way, how's your course going?
Okay, I'm on the next level now.
Oh,
As I
good.
said, I've been passed to another department.
He's been subcontracted out.
So
yeah,
that's
I've
the
been
first
passed to
part.
another department, and then that department answers to another department who answers to another department.
So is that the first part passed then?
The first part is done. I've got a second part and a third part, and then it's painful, but that's government for you.
I got a test for y'all.
Does it all end up with a practical?
Ah, yes. That'll be the fun part.
I have a,
Did
have
you
a
fill
test
out
for
the-
y'all.
What's
Can y'all
that?
see that?
Yep. Oh, I can only say your desktop.
I can see a fly.
Hold on. Can you see the picture of the 4 girls?
No.
No,
Hold on.
not unless that's your logo.
No.
Dominic, did you fill out the right TPS reports for those departments?
Yeah.
Okay.
It really feels like the movie Office Space at the moment.
That
It's getting,
sounds like
getting pushed from one department to another.
that sounds like you're getting the ring around.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm
not
just
the ring
saying
around.
it's
The ring
a
around.
government
No,
department,
Ring around.
and one
It's the
government department has to
procedure
speak
that-
to another one, and then they have to speak to another one, and then so on and so forth down the line, and then it comes back to me.
It's the procedure they
it's not
have to go through to get the qualification. Simple as
It's
that.
what you call a good old fashioned clusterfuck.
Yeah, but it will resolve itself in the end.
It's a Mexican standoff with
Oh,
departments.
Well,
Can y'all see it now?
There we go.
I've upheld my side of the bargain. I've done everything they need me to do. Now it's just going to go through.
And how long does that usually take to go through those
All
other
right, now we
steps?
can see it, Joe.
Probably,
Yeah, I have a test.
I don't know. It could be anywhere between 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 weeks. But I've done
Okay,
everything
or-
I need to do.
It's a bit
What's the
blurry.
I'm
test?
just waiting for them to.
I know for some people it takes 3 months.
All right, what's the test there, Joe?
Okay, the test is how did the girl in front freeze, but the other girls have motion?
Because your camera sucks?
Camera
I know.
don't know.
I think I know why.
I don't know
It
nothing
fo-
about
it-
photography.
Joe,
That would be
you focus
Obviously, one
on
sits
it
right
focused on
perfectly
the
in the
girl.
frame.
It
Hold on,
focused on the girl on the far right.
let
Okay.
Donald would be the one to be able to answer this.
That's
Well-
what I want to see if Donald can answer.
Well, she didn't actually freeze. You can see the shadow of her leg
Yeah. But you
where
know,
she was moving a bit.
she's clear, but they have motion. That's what.
Mhm.
How did that happen? But that
Obviously,
happened too.
she stopped and the
Was
others
she not
didn't.
moving?
You
Long
can see
exposure,
the
she
outline
was
of her
holding-
front leg.
He was
Look at her
probably
front
moving
leg.
slow enough. that
And then
it
if
didn't
you-
blur.
It's
If you-
synchronized with the amount of frames. So
But
she
Well,
moved
that's
at exactly the
that's
same time
Lance's
the other
shot. He
didn't.
wants to know how he did that.
But if you look at the feet look very clear.
But you
On
can
all
see the
4.
outline of her front leg, though, too.
You can see where she
Well-
moved a little bit.
Well, look at what y'all missing
She's
though.
moving slower than
But-
the frame.
Hold on.
Y'all missing something.
Is it the same girl?
Well, no, I don't know if it's the same girl or not. That's the other thing. I don't
No,
know.
it's
It could
not.
be the same
She's
girl.
definitely
Yeah,
not-
that's the
Because-
other question.
Same girl.
See, that's another thing I didn't think about.
Is
Could
it
be a
for
long exposure,
long,
and then when
long,
she got to that
exposure.
one point, he hit her with a flash.
He
Yeah,
likes-
long, long,
he likes
long,
to
and
do
then
long
flash.
Exposures.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
See, I didn't
it's
think of
not
it
a
that
long
way. I thought of it-
exposure.
Yeah, it could be multiple exposure.
No, we can't because the girl at the front
Okay.
Four girls.
wearing white tights. The girls at the back, Helen, are not.
She's getting
four
hit with the
girls.
flash too.
Okay,
She
it's
might be
Lance's.
hitting-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm thinking that he used a longer exposure, and the initial flash was identified on that one girl. So when the
Lance's
flash went off, that's where all the highlight went for the image on the sensor. And then as the flash dissipated, I'm thinking that the other girls, since they were not as illuminated, became motion. I think that would work too.
I don't think
Lance,
that wouldn't work.
read Lance's chat. It's his shot, and he's saying it was 4 different girls.
Now, is that
It's obvious
that
it's 4 different
flash?
girls.
Is that flash at the start of the frame or the end of the frame?
Lance.
I'm still going with the isolated flash in the front because the other girls don't have a
Ah.
flash on them. You're not seeing that illumination.
Hey, cool cat.
Wait, don't break it down that much. Well, I thought we were asked to break it down and figure it out.
Break
Don,
it down,
he's
Tom.
saying
Give
we're
it to him.
breaking it. He says
Yeah, I
we're
broke
breaking
it
it
down a
down
lot.
too much.
And Lance says it is
At one point,
the
Lance
same
says
girl. He said, or
No,
he says it's
four girls.
four different girls.
4. He says read the chat.
I'm reading.
Now the thing is this like an anomaly, or could you recreate this
Hmm.
if you tried to?
That's why if it's all one
Well, you're asking if he did it on purpose.
exposure.
I'm not asking if
Again.
he did it on purpose. I'm
Wait,
asking.
assume the first girl is in focus. She is in focus-ish, but we also see a shadow of multiple exposure on her, which is not the same thing as being out of focus.
But like I said, my thing is I really think because a flash will freeze you, even with a slower shutter speed. I'm thinking that flash, because if you look back how the change in the temperature changes with the girls, you're looking
Okay.
at the temperature
So,
changing.
Is
Like
it
you hit the girl
I
in
got
the
it.
front.
is it a stitched bracketed photo?
I got it. I think I got it, or I might have it.
Okay,
He
shoot.
put a card
Shoot.
on that side of the screen, or on that side of the lens. Did a long exposure, and then finished off with a quick flash as he pulled the card away.
It could have been. He said I'm close.
No, it's close.
So you might be
Joe's
right
been
there,
doing-
because that could happen. He could have snapped it and then moved the cord.
Start the long exposure, and then pull the card, hit it with a flash just to capture her. But she would have been way dark because of the card and way blocking that side of the screen, but he hit it with a flash to illuminate her for that short amount of time.
To me, that flash has to go off first.
Wouldn't it-
Okay, if the flash went off, if the flash would go off
Flash
first
goes
and then put the
first,
card
then
in
you move
place.
it. Then you move the cord.
that is a great thought, Don.
I know I have great thoughts, but
The right
But
hand.
I'm still thinking. I'm
God.
still thinking that he was using maybe a 1 second exposure, and when he shot it, he was facing on an angle towards that one girl, and maybe he had the flash like with some guide in that flash. Like I got barnyards I could put on mine and
Mhm.
direct it just at that girl.
right, and that's what he'd have to do. Probably if he'd have to direct it at that girl and also evenly hit that background too, though, with a flash. If he was using a card or something to block it, and it couldn't just hit her with a flash and leave the lens wide open without a
look right
card,
here.
or else she would be blurred as well.
You see that right there? That flash is gone. It's only right here. That's
That
it.
right hand side
A
of
little
the pic-
bleed here, but
or
right there that's where that flash changes.
Well, we also don't know where he was saying to take the picture.
I think the right hand side of the picture looks more exposed.
Yeah.
It is.
Because depending on where he's sitting and angles the camera, and the flash goes off,
No,
that's
no,
where that's where he could end up with a a lit up picture, clear. It's on the tip of your tongue, Joe.
Oh, dude, what's the little pictures at the bottom? What are they sending to each other?
Yeah. A lot of food there.
Yeah, there is. Hey, you got to watch that depending on who you're talking to in Messenger. Share your screen.
Cool Cat. Cool Cat has a suggestion there, Lance.
It's not an aperture thing because it's a shutter speed thing.
Let me know when you want me to give in, he said, and tell you what he did.
I'll now.
It's Friday. You should be able to leave early on Friday.
Cool Cat, you want to give it to a hard shot?
Are you there, Lance?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, your audio is working good now.
You guys are so close.
Oh, I didn't realize you were here.
I think he just dropped the camera and it was just a fluke.
The only way I could think of doing it was have some sort of blocking card.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I dropped the camera 4 times.
I've done that.
All right, tell us how you did it.
So Joe was right when he was looking at the right side. He was close.
Okay, so tell us how you did it.
Okay, let me go back here. Hold on. Okay, so it's actually 2 shots. Okay. One shot was taken long exposure, obviously. Probably.
Okay, we were operating from the assumption that it was a single shot then. So we didn't. Photoshop would be the simplest answer. That's why we all discarded it and just decided, okay, let's see how he made this shot. We're assuming it's a single shot.
Photo
What kind of puzzle is that? That's like say asking a
bracketed.
riddle. Hey, what's something that you sit on, brush your teeth with, and take to the store?
Isn't that basically something that I said?
It's a chair, a toothbrush, and a car.
It's
yeah,
also-
you were Dominic said AEV.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was it's some sort of bracketed.
Yeah. Okay, Lance, you've really upset Donald now.
Okay.
I know.
Sit in the corner,
Go ahead.
Donald.
face the wall, and think about what you've
Posing a
done.
puzzle that's not really a puzzle.
Okay, Donald. and
Tell,
David,
all right, Lance.
let's-
Lance,
let's
in
let
camera,
Lance finish.
in camera, my suggestion might work, and it might be.
Yeah, I agree, Don. I
might nail it.
like that. I like that. Very. You were. When you said that, I thought that would probably work.
You'd have to isolate the flash on the girl because your flash is going to hit the background and it'll also hit the other girls and blow them out for that short bit and put
Right, I
that
think
last
what
frame
you
in
could
short.
do- What you could do is black her out first. Don't shoot a flash. Get the
Mhm.
blur. Quickly move it over to the 3 girls.
Yep.
Take the flash. And then you would just get hurt. That would probably work. You have to be quick. If you notice, bring that back up, Joe. That image. If you notice on the image, kind of gives it away, but you guys don't know what the background looks like. But if you look at the background closely, there's 2 doors and there should only be 1. But again, you guys don't know that because you weren't on set.
You looks like you were at a school show, aren't you?
No, he's not back at school.
Michael,
No,
sorry
you were
about
at
that.
a. sh-
But
at
they
a
were
school
magic cards,
shooting
Mike.
pictures.
Joe's on the phone. He's not bringing it back up. He's probably
Can't
talking
find
to Johnny, saying we should have flown through the tugboat because Lance threw those gates like an equestrian horse.
It'd be difficult to have any other kind of horse than an equestrian.
Well, speaking of equestrians, did you hear what they call the plane that carries all the horses from the U.S. to the UK?
What?
for the games.
Well, the games are not in the UK. You're talking about
In,
Paris.
over to Paris. They call it Air Horse One.
Okay, so he's not going to share. I will. Here we go. Share. So here's my Avada. I am now the Avada 1 champ. I took Joe's spot. Here we go. And we go through. And we go through. And we go through. And we go through. Look at that. Look at that talent. And we come back around. Okay, and the equestrian horse has not hit one of those fences yet. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my.
Ooh.
Done.
And I get a little piece of grass right there on my lens because I'm so low. Look at that. Joe, you are now second best. He's not even listening. Okay, stop sharing. Anyway.
You are fired.
So I get the 4 girls and the equestrian gold medal.
We got the
There's
finger.
your answer right there, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm pretty sure Johnny already told him he was better than him.
You're number one. You're number one. I'll give you the one.
That's good. That's good.
I knew he'd say something like that.
So Joe,
cool
bring
cat.
that picture back up
Come on,
real
Star.
quick if you can. He's back on the phone.
Oh, come on.
So how you doing, Cool Cat? I hope you're not getting any hurricanes
He's in the UK.
Hurricanes in the UK.
or typhoons.
In the UK.
Okay, guys, I should probably go. I've got to pack. Oh,
Okay.
he finally
Well,
brings
wait.
it up. Okay, I will walk you through this and then I'll go. Shut down.
good.
So if you look real close to the first girl in front that's blurred,
That door should be
and the door, and
merged
then you
in.
see the second door, different color. And that's where I had to move the camera real quick to get that second shot. So this girl, well, you can't see my pointer. The front girl's my daughter. She was about where the door was when I took the blurred. Well, no, that's not true either. Because this blurred girl is in front of the door. My daughter was pretty close to where she was. So the shot was taken fairly quickly. So I had to adjust my shutter speed very quick and then also get my flash ready to go. So it was a like, okay, plan this out. They're going to walk across. I get one shot at it. It's kind of like my weddings. You get one crack at it. You can't have them, hey, go back and do that again. So
No, catching 2 shots back to back like that with that different shutter speed, pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Oh yes.
Using Photoshop, not so. Sorry, I just finished it for you, Donald.
Having it not being in camera kind of ruined the puzzle for me because I was figuring out ways to do it in camera.
Yeah.
But, and I think that if you really, really, really planned it out, you could do it in camera.
Yeah.
But could it be done smoothly though?
Tripod, it could be. I mean, you would have to be very talented.
Oh, well, I am talented.
Yeah, Donald.
It would be difficult to do it.
Donald would take over number 1 in the Avada field as well.
But how
Can we
easy
choose
would
Joe
it to
off?
be? How easy would it be to do it in camera, as Donald suggested?
Oh, it's difficult. It would be difficult.
Very, very difficult in one shot.
One shot with moving characters, it would, and yeah, girls
Okay.
flying across the screen.
Go bed.
No, Michael, he says that there are 4 different girls.
So this girl in the back is the girl she went to Taylor Swift with. And she was the one with She was the one with cancer, and she's at University of Washington as a sophomore now, completely healthy.
Oh, good to hear.
But they were. This is
Oh,
where
so this
they-
is not a
they met
recent
this-
picture.
They met this season during the ballet.
How old is this picture?
Well, let's see. Probably she was 5, and she's going to be 20 in October. So
I was
15
about to
years.
say, there's no way you got a kid that young, Jesus.
Uh,
Because I'd feel bad for you having a kid that young.
Well, people are amazed I've got a kid that's only 20.
Yeah, but did he say that he was his kid? It could be his grandkid, great grandkid.
Yeah,
Doing
I've
it
got
15
grandkid? Oh, there
I've
you
got
go.
classmates
15
that have grandkids older than my daughter.
Doing that 15 years ago with the equipment available then was even more skillful.
Yeah, if
You're-
you think about it,
Mhm.
that's about when digital came out. You know, digital cameras.
Yeah.
They came out
You're-
about I take that back, about 05. So 20 years
Nearly
ago.
20 years.
Yeah, so this is about 5 years into it.
Yeah.
So the quality was just starting to get better.
yeah, I agree with that one.
But in 05, it wasn't good at all. I mean, I had one in.
I remember the
Oh,
first
Dick
one I
and-
got.
I still have an 8 megapixel small Canon power shot
Yes.
powered by AA batteries.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I've got
Back in the day.
I've got 2 of the S70 power shots.
Yeah,
They were nice.
I've got a CyberShot and a Sony video camera that does 2 megapixel.
Hey guys, hey, I may see you in the morning before I leave for my cabin. I may not. If not, I'll see you at 2 o'clock, 5
How far
o'clock
is
your
the
time.
How far is the cabin anyway?
An hour and a half. It's not.
Oh,
too
that's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, and but I've got to pack, and my
So,
wife's.
Michael's
chewing
wanting
on my
an
ear right now.
explanation of my thought process. And here it is,
Oh.
Michael. All right, so you have a lens and you block off part of the shot. So say a quarter of the shot. Now you're going to have a blurry edge there, obviously, but you're going to have basically a long exposure for that much of the lens. Okay? So you get 3 girls framed up across that portion of the lens that is open. Then you pull off the actually you might even be able to
You have to
shift
cover the
over
other
to a
side.
different.
Yeah, cover
and
the
then
other
hit it with a
side and
flash.
get the front girl. Yep,
So
that's
you
what
do
you
this,
do.
so you get the exposure with the 3 girls for a long exposure, and in the same exposure, you're just moving this for just a short part of the long exposure. So it effectively gives you a short exposure for that side, then hit it with the flash to get enough light for that shorter exposure compared to the long exposure on the other side.
Yeah, because
And we
as soon
see
as
it in
that flash
practice.
pops, it's going to freeze whatever's
Right.
in the frame.
I think you could do that if you were to get like a really, you can get yourself something to hinge right there at that point. So you just hinge it across, make a little flap to hinge across.
A little flap or a little doorlet, so to speak.
Yeah, 3/4.
Well, you would have to
3/4,
attach
1/4.
You'd have to attach to the top. So I might even, if I was to do
Oh,
something like that, I would probably get a step-up ring
That's an oldie, Joe.
Yep.
to
5.1 megapixel.
to get
Olympus.
outside
Oh,
of the lens
you beat me.
area. Do a step-up ring, put a hole in the top and the bottom for your pivot point, and put your flap on that across.
You know,
That would be
Donald,
an awesome idea.
Yeah,
Donald, I'm
it
just
is-
surprised with somebody with your skill level and genius should even have to explain yourself. I mean,
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
either that.
Someone with my skill level and genius always has to explain himself.
Joe, what's your reaction to Lance's video and how he said something about
He's the Evotic champion.
Flying.
I might be
Evotic champion.
tempted to actually use a coking filter holder.
So what say you, Joe?
yeah, I'm
with
pretty
the
under.
downhill
He'll
in
have
the
it till
holder
tomorrow.
and slide it out.
Yeah, Joe, I'm under-
number
I
one
think-
until tomorrow.
I'm under the impression that Lance just came on here to try to prove he was a better pilot and
Ooh.
photographer than you.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And then
Well, we know who has the bigger lens.
Right.
Oh, whoa,
Donald.
we're measuring lenses now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's got the bigger lens?
Lance might have the bigger lens. I don't know what he's got.
I love those, Don. I've got about 8 of them that fit different that fit my different lenses.
I'm
From,
sure Lance's is
It's not
small and
about
petite,
size,
but
it's
it
how
does
you
the job.
use it.
That
No,
too.
I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure Lance's is small and petite, but it does the job.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd have
I'm
to file
going.
it down,
I'm
get a
going.
little bit smoother
Bye.
action on this, but this would work something like that. So that
Oh,
and
yes.
black out that.
Yeah, Lance has got that school board budget. He could spend money on lenses.
And then across.
Joe's got a point, Lance.
So
Yeah, that school board budget.
across
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because we all know how big budgets are at schools, you know, they're just
That'd work.
endless blank checks they get, you know.
Some of them
It's
are
like
a little.
an abyss.
Right. Donald, I just want to do
Lance's
something
is like
for you
this.
here. This little experiment that Donald's planning in his head and maybe want to test is now copyright of Donald Cole, so no one else can use it.
Oh no, I'm sure somebody's done it.
Tomorrow in Port Huron.
Okay, guys, I'm putting off packing long enough. I gotta face the music.
Okay.
I'm just happy today with my girl walking.
And how was your? Did you do your photo thing today, or was that just yesterday?
Which photo thing?
Didn't you were doing some type of
You
a
had to
photo
work.
thing?
Yeah, I shot a commercial today, and I'm shooting all day tomorrow. But you weren't in here when I shared this difficult or challenging client.
No, I was not.
He's wanting. I get there and
Challenging.
he's wanting everything with match cuts and stuff. But I got this girl. He wanted her clothes to change as she was walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And so, let me share here.
Took you a while to change her clothes while she was walking, right?
I bet
Had
that
to
was
lock
fun.
off that camera and wait for her to come through. You see that, Lance?
Yep, I see it.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice. You did that very well.
So
Show that again.
Look pretty
Good
good.
job, Don.
Wow.
Yeah. And did you put a
Nice.
lion on the ground? How did you get her?
I had her start. I had her do an even pace. I had her start with her heel on a specific mark on the ground,
Yeah.
and had her walk a few times to get used to the pace, and just repeat the movement.
Hey, Don, that is excellent. That is,
So
you could almost call yourself a professional.
I could, and if you notice, there's also plants. That potted plant, I had to mask this out across shots because
Okay.
it's swaying
Oh
in
yeah.
the wind.
Yeah.
And
The
so it's jumping, so I had
second
to-
one kind of moves, doesn't it? I would have never noticed that if you wouldn't have said anything.
And then if you notice, he wanted a transition of some sort. He wanted me to do it. He didn't know what it was going to be, so I just grabbed a scarf and I said, okay, we're going to do an in-camera transition. So for this shot, because he wanted a match cut where a crystal appeared in her hand. And so then after I get that shot, I just took a scarf, drug it across in front of the lens there, and then just did a straight cut right there.
Yep.
So when I was out shooting the girl, I'd swing the scarf action and swing the scarf as she took her first step.
Okay.
And so if you look, there's the cut right there.
Oh yeah.
And I could probably put a transition there to mask it, but the movement does most of the work there.
Okay. And so was that a scarf that you threw in front of both cameras or both shots?
Both shots, yes. I just did the same movement across the crystal shot, and then I did the same movement starting this shot. And so it's just a hard edit cut right there.
Yep.
Yes, the cars do change in the reflection a little bit.
Yeah. You know, you would have to, I mean, you're so focused on the girl that you're really not looking at the plant.
Right.
Or the cars.
Michael's asking if a car pulled out in the reflection. A car did. There's a red truck in one of these shots. Let me open up After Effects here.
Donald,
Hey,
you
Lance,
did
I was
a very
looking
good
at
job with
I didn't
that.
know there was a girl in the picture. I've been looking at the plant. I thought that's what you were talking about.
So
And there's a shell over that way.
There's a girl in the image. I was looking at the plan
yeah,
too.
if you look, see the red truck that pulled in the background there?
Move your mouse on it. Show it to us.
I think I'm still showing the Premiere, not the. Let me go back to the After Effects window here.
What did you edit it mostly in? After Effects?
I did this composite here in After Effects.
But you could do it all in Photoshop.
Yeah.
If you notice, the
red
truck went in there,
Yep.
so I had to do some
Cool cat.
masking and changing.
Okay.
So
Yeah, nice. That is nice. You need to talk to my kids, my broadcast class. Need to bring you in as a guest speaker virtually.
I mean, and matching up the big trick, and this is what I was so scared of. I said, I'm going to try this. And I told him, I said, I'm not sure how it's going to come out. This girl did a fantastic job of hitting the same mark every single time. But if you look, when you're selling a shot like this, you try and keep the eyes matched.
Yeah.
And she hit where it was just those eyes.
Yeah. She did a great
just
job.
about perfect every single time. So
that is perfect. Right on.
She hit it
center.
right on the.
Yeah, I was super proud of.
Yeah.
I'll take full credit, but she did a great job as a model.
And I hope you got paid just under $1 million for that.
I'm not getting paid.
Yeah,
he's gonna pay me a
bit
little
under a
extra.
million.
He's gonna pay me a little extra, but this is a guy I've been working with for a little over 20 years. And I've known him. He used to own a bookstore downtown, and I would ride my bike down to his bookstore. And so I've known this guy since I was 13, 12, something like that.
Is she under contract with him?
She works for him.
I was going to say
She's an employee.
She'd be under contract.
Maybe a cool cat.
So she's a provisional. What's that?
Very nice.
But
Very nice.
Lance, I think you would agree that shot Donald put up, that would be the money shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I
Yeah,
do get
very
paid
good.
to do this. But that's I mean, that's something different with you guys are good at photos and stuff. I never think photos, I always think video.
But you could take photos from video.
You can take stills from video, but you're not gonna have the quality of a photo from a video.
True. That is extremely true.
But
Okay, guys. Hey, thanks for sharing, Donald. Appreciate that.
no problem.
And you guys have a great evening.
We will see you next time.
Drive
Yes.
safe, lads.
There, Lance.
Yes, cool. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. She is a professional, right, Don?
Well, she's not a professional model. She just works there in the store. But
Certainly a hidden talent.
Are you okay, Paul? Every
Yeah.
so often you keep freezing.
I think she could.
I'm editing.
I think she
Okay.
could. She's a cute girl.
Very photogenic.
Yes.
Yes.
Hits all the right
Uh,
moves at the right time.
Donald, she's easy on the eyes.
It will just get serious for a minute and not make any other comments.
Yeah.
I'm saying nothing.
So
yeah.
What's he want to do with the video? Does he want to show off the
Obviously
clothes from the store?
promotional, something
It's
promotional.
a 30-second commercial. It'll be running on
Yeah.
YouTube and
Yeah, he wants to keep it for his own personal use.
I put my disclaimer up, just in case.
Yeah, be very careful.
You never know where it's going.
Exactly.
That too, Michael.
then there was a little girl there who was helping. she was out there being a fashion consultant with the girl, and then her mom was going to be in one of the other shots, and it was like all the other girls were getting to play in front of the camera, and I knew she wanted to, so I set up a shot that was just specifically for her. I don't know if this will make it into the commercial, but where is it?
Only fair.
Okay, there's where she's laughing at me. But she was just the cutest.
Yeah, you need to use that one where she spins it and turns around.
That's
perfect if you get in it.
Yeah, that's what I set up. I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to use it because the commercial is all about doing transitions and stuff. And
what do you think of using what Joe just said as the intro to your commercial?
Well, the problem is the guy wrote a very specific commercial.
Yeah, I think the best place would be at
that
the
right
end,
there. Yeah, if I can find a spot to put her in. I mean, she was a very cute little girl too.
Be the very end. Could end on that.
That's what I was thinking. Right at the very end.
Maybe. I asked her mom. I said, she wanted to. If do I have permission to use her if we decide? And yeah.
Apparently, Cool Cat saw the ad earlier.
Oh, saw the ad earlier.
I think
earlier
my old commercials.
No, this evening.
Did I upload it to the wrong YouTube channel?
No, I think he's talking about when you showed it the first time around. You showed it twice.
Okay. Well, I just uploaded.
Got him panicking.
Well, I just uploaded his previous his previous commercial that I'd done for him disappeared off my YouTube for some reason. No, he saw it. He put a comment on it. That's on my professional page, and I just uploaded it. Thank you, Michael.
That's what we figured there, Cool Cat.
Yeah. I didn't know that you were subscribed to my professional page and not just my regular YouTube page. So you made me panic. I thought, oh no, I uploaded it to the wrong one. I have a YouTube channel that you guys all know that is just for uploading stupid shit like little puppets in grass.
What was it, Mr. Sacco?
You've got two channels, and I believe I'm subscribed to both and watch both for inspiration.
So, is there any inspiration?
Always inspiration. I get inspiration from everybody.
Must be more than two channels.
But if you want anyone from this channel, Donald, to see your other content, you can link your other channel to this one.
I could. I don't care to.
Okay.
I know some of the comments that you people put, and we're friendly. And so this is my professional channel, and so these are the proofs I send out to clients to look at, and then they'll see those comments. So
yeah, if it's on your professional channel, we just give the professional comments on the professional channel.
Right.
Where we show it as your work is great, your work is excellent. It's awesome. This person needs to be seen by the people in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, that was an okay ad. It's basically 3 pans and a zoom.
Sometimes you need something very simple to get the point across.
Sometimes that is the best way to do it, is simple.
3 pans and a zoom is a saying for a reason. If you want to get coverage of a shop, you're shooting commercials, local commercials, 3 pans of Zoom will get you something you can put together.
A bit like a 4-chord song.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Or
quiet there,
anything by
Joe.
Status Quo that's got 2 chords.
Or if you're shooting dialogue, setting up a wide with a 2-shot and then 2 over the shoulders, shooting that triangle will get you coverage. It won't get you interesting, but it'll get you coverage.
Are you working on pictures, Joe?
No.
Oh.
Just sitting listening. I'm thinking about tomorrow. I gotta do the rest of those team photos tomorrow. And then I gotta do all the group shots tomorrow. And then I just saw that tomorrow night is Meet the Skippers. So that means I'll be shooting till about 5 o'clock, then walking over to the auditorium sweating. And then shoot when they introduce all the football players, volleyball players, basketball players. So I'll be doing that too, and that's pictures too. So I'll be shooting for about 3 hours tomorrow.
Quick dry shirt might help.
Ain't gonna happen. Well, I'll wear the ones I have all quick dry, but it's still gonna be like right now it's 97. It was 100 exactly 100 like yesterday. Feels like 116 today. And tomorrow it's only supposed to get up to about 92. So that's at least a
that'll
break.
feel nice.
It's
That'll feel
38
nicer.
Celsius and 40 feels like 47. Jeez.
You've got 38 on Monday. Screw that.
We've got 20
50 degrees is a big difference.
We've got a 22 degrees Celsius forecast coming up.
It's 20
About time.
now,
So-
11:30 at night.
So Dominic wants it to warm up a little bit.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm sick
Oh.
of wearing 4 jumpers. And a huge bathrobe and some tracky ducks under it.
You see,
Yes.
now if you were British, you'd still be wearing the same T-shirt. I wear a T-shirt all the way through the winter as well as the summer.
Donald, I think your link is not there because you can't go back far enough.
It is. You click where I just said it should be the one linked to in this chat. You click the 3 dots next to the chat and visit just channel. You can visit anybody's channel by doing that. That's why Paul makes everybody blue.
Moderator.
The you know, I must be a little bit twisted. Don't take this wrong, but they just showed a little bit of a clip of Jim Carrey playing Ace Ventura, the pet detective, and it reminded me of TJ. You don't hear anything about Jim Carrey.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Isn't he the one who goes, alrighty then?
Yep.
Yeah, that is correct.
Alrighty.
That's a good movie.
I didn't like him when he first popped because people would always. I was waiting tables at the time, and I was very animated, and people would come in and say I was acting just like Jim Carrey.
Oh.
It's like I'm acting like me.
So what you should have turned around and said, no, Jim Carrey acts like me.
You could have said, no, I am really Jim Carrey. Donald's just my alter ego.
Hey, Paul, that phone call I got was my son, Marine
Yeah.
Corps son. And I said, wait a minute, you at work? He says, yeah, we work today. They got the tropical storm going through and they were all at work. They said all the planes, all the planes were sent to other bases to get them off the
They flew them off the
runways.
base, right?
Yeah, he said, but they were on base all day.
Okay.
Yeah, what
He said,
golf,
"It's
one of the
wet."
golf tournaments, one of the golf tournaments is in North Carolina this week, and it was sort of play was delayed because of the bad weather.
Yeah. Why are you laughing, Don?
My niece, I guess she gave her daughter her phone because I got a Snapchat from my niece, and it's not my niece. It's that little girl just
My first
not
Snapchat.
framed up at all right, but still.
Trying.
She's trying to be a
I'm back.
photographer.
Is little and just
We didn't know you
already
were gone.
trying to do selfies.
Justin, are you back or are you leaving?
No, I said I'm back. I had to run
back.
down to the dollar store real quick.
Yeah, he went down to the dollar store.
Went down to Dollar Store and spent $2.96.
Well, he had to go get some burrito wraps, right, Justin?
Went down and got some headache medicine.
Some what?
Headache medicine.
Headache medicine. Okay.
Oh,
If burritos work for me,
are you having migrations too?
Migrations.
Migrations.
Do you get a lot of headaches, Justin?
Sometimes.
Well, he talks
Every
to
once in a
Laura quite
while.
lot.
A couple times a month, I might get like a really bad migraine. But, yeah, it's not all the time.
Well, David gets in a much better mood when he's got the kids there, you know?
Shut up.
So he's got the kids there today. Right, David?
There's no kids here till tomorrow, and only one. That's till Monday, and that is it for the rest of the year. Goodbye. Toodaloo.
David loves them kids.
Why till the rest of the year? Were they? You just banned them for the rest of the year, or what?
No, I told you I resigned as uncle. You've taken my
Oh.
job.
He's assigned you the job of being their uncle.
Yeah, Laura's gonna start buying bags of nuggies for your freezer and chicken tendies.
She does that already, right? It's getting ridiculous now. When I'm going into like farm foods or Iceland, she goes, "Must get the nuggies."
And then she's buying the what you guys call chips over there, but they're gonna say freedom fries with the American flag on the
Yeah,
bag.
we get that. Don't forget the fries.
No, it wouldn't surprise me though. If some of the kids over there don't pick up. I mean, like I said, I've seen kids from other countries that talk like an American kid though, because they pick up slang, because of the culture, adoption and stuff. A lot of them do.
It's
Yeah,
because
you never see American kids start talking British though, do you?
No.
Well, no, but like I've said, the American
try.
pop culture, and nobody on this panel can deny that the American pop culture has a huge influence around the world.
Yep.
And a lot of the younger kids.
I'm gonna be honest. The British pop culture is a lot bigger.
I would have to disagree with you on that.
No.
the thing is that we've got a lot
Okay,
of
we'll give you Taylor Swift, but that's about it.
I'll say half and half, being the completely unbiased person on the panel.
No,
Keep
you've
it down,
got
down
no
there.
room,
Nobody
you've got
asked
no room
Australia.
to talk, Dominic. You gave us Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan. You've got no room to talk.
Well, thanks for taking them. Thanks for taking them. That's all I
At
can say.
least we got to send Holly Valance back and Danny Minogue.
All right, I give Australia credit. They gave us Yahoo Serious.
Yeah.
They gave us Men at Work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Toto. Is it Toto?
Midnight Oil.
Oh, that's
Toto.
a very good group.
Beast of Bourbon.
Gitchy.
Hey, Gitchy.
Hey, Gitchy.
Harry Twatter. Are we just yelling out random names or what?
No, we're yelling out contributions from Australia.
Oh, okay.
Gitchy's
And we're not doing Crocodile Dundee because that's too easy.
What about Vegemite?
Or Foster's beer.
Never had Vegemite yet.
Skippy.
I'm gonna have to go to the store
the
and
bush
see if we
kangaroo.
got Vegemite in the import section.
I would love to take Matt and
No.
Dominic to a Outback and see how they really think that Outback compares to Australian culture, because they play off of that shit like crazy. Outback
You guys,
Steakhouse.
if you guys really want authentic Australian, try the Bloomin' Onion.
You take your authentic Australian from Crocodile Dundee, though.
By the way, did you take Rolf Harris back after he passed away?
I don't know about that. That's an interesting one.
What did we do with him? We just chuck him in a skip somewhere.
Yeah.
They burned him and put his ashes in his didgeridoo.
Yeah. See what it is, yeah?
Yeah, the clash of cultures.
Hey, what about this British guy that I shouldn't be going here with this because I know you guys are going to rip into it. But there's a guy that he's good with crocodiles and stuff and he's been in Australia and he's been jailed for bestiality with dogs.
Oh, okay.
You
Could've
watch
gone with
different
that.
things than we do.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's illegal in America.
Cool cat. I'll answer your question.
Even if
Sandy
it wasn't illegal,
Stone.
we have better sense.
So Les Patterson, Dame Edna
Oh,
Everett.
Barry Humphries. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually think Sandy Stone was the better character. Okay. Les Patterson was good, and he was great in the movie The Adventures of Barry Mackenzie. But Sandy Stone, I think, when you put it up against Everidge or the other ones, I think Sandy Stone is the best one, honestly. Don't all talk at once about that.
I guess it was just like a copy of Dick Emery.
Yeah. But again, as I said, well, Les Patterson, well, a great Australian ambassador as well. But I thought when you hit it,
Mm-hmm.
I've just got a message from Laura saying, Justin, check your messages.
I did.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
who she's talking about.
It was sent half an hour ago.
Hi, Gitchy.
Oh, I just got back from the store. So
Did you?
Justin, I can tell you what
Yeah,
you want.
check out Sandy Stone. I think you'll enjoy it.
This
You
is where
like-
Laura's going with this.
Les Patterson.
Justin, she's got a new graphics card. She's got a new power supply. All her fans are now working. Everything's plugged in and working good. She wants to play Fortnite.
Yay.
Does her headset work properly?
No,
all right, I'll go over there and see what she's doing. I'll check y'all later.
and I'm not.
All right, she said there's a new message.
All right, I'll check it. I'm about to pop on her, so I'll talk to her.
Oh, you're going on Fortnite?
Yeah, I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, catch you later.
Let us know if you see Tim.
Yeah. I'll be talking to Justin in about 10 minutes when I go to bed. Because Laura will be up fucking shouting at the computer for a couple of hours.
Tim will be at work.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because I know on lunch break he pokes into certain chats.
It's
When
not
you-
exactly lunch break yet.
No, won't be lunch break for a good 3 hours. It's 8:45 a.m. here. And at this moment, our times align.
and,
Is that
I
more?
believe so. I believe Barry Humphries only did 3 characters.
and what do you think of the new Australian way of painting lines on the road? The luminous green.
Yes, they don't have them where I am. They're more in the country areas. And I think it's a
But,
great idea.
But are they straight?
Yeah,
Well,
they're
that's
always
why-
tracked.
You know the road markings. All the
That's-
road markings are being painted with a luminous paint.
That's
So they
why.
charge up during the
I-
day and then glow up at night.
That's
Oh,
why
I've
we
heard about that.
feeds to the paint, the ballatini,
So
so the light reflects off them.
No, this is not using the car lights. You can actually drive down these roads without your car lights on and still see the markings.
so you can literally like walk down these roads and see the markings
Yes, they
with the
literally
eye.
they charge up during the day for the sun,
Yeah.
and then at night they glow. It's a bit like your glow in the dark filament.
Yeah.
Mind you,
Charging up with light and then
Oh,
Good luck with that, Gitchy.
half of Australia's roads don't have surfaces.
Paul, do you know there's a pre-season Lions game tonight?
No, is there?
There
Yeah,
is?
Gitchy just telling
Gitchy
you.
says so.
Yeah,
I
but
might have to watch
I
that.
thought that was only if you had pay TV.
I don't know.
And Manchester City have played 4 games in America.
I might just have to watch that.
No, good luck with them.
Gitchy, is it
Is
Paid
it pay
game?
TV, Gitchy? Or is it free?
or more or less what channel is it on? Like ESPN or what?
Well, I know what channel it is on over here. It will
Sky
be
NFL.
on Sky Sports American Football, and we'll be 3 minutes ahead of you guys because you're just
Yeah,
local to
like the last time we did this.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah. I was telling you the scores before it even happened.
Yeah. I wonder if that had
Yeah.
happened with our game. 'Cause but the time is, the time difference would kill it. You know, you'd be up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning trying to watch it.
Now we've got a question: would it work with the lottery?
Yeah.
We get the lottery numbers minutes before you guys. I can tell you what numbers to put on. And go
Yeah,
halves.
but you can't because it closes half an hour before the draw.
Oh.
Okay.
I think ours does too.
Well, ain't that a killer? They have to ruin it, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the drawing board.
But I
Yours is
do
an hour.
know
The lottery
now-
closes past 7.
now we have scratch Game of Thrones themed scratch off lottery tickets.
Scratch cards. Yeah.
You know what we have? Scam cards. Since this new company's taken over, no fucker wins.
NFL football, Detroit Lions.
Well,
You have
my new Virgin box arrived today, David. They've sent me the 360.
Well, my Virgin box is going soon. Because I'm going over to BT with their 1.6 gigabytes.
Oh, great.
oh you want the
EE powered by BT.
so you
No,
want the faster
I'm actually
internet?
going with BT, not with EE.
All right.
Because with BT, I get it for £20 a month. Where you guys would have to pay maybe £80, £90 a month for it, I get it under the government scheme for £20 a month. And they can't put the price up.
Oh, they can't?
Nope.
Even over time if they renegotiate with
No.
the government?
No, because I'm on disability benefits. It's a
Oh,
government
You get the
okay.
concession fee.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Is
Is
that
that
some-
just internet or is that everything?
It's you get your phone line and your internet and all your calls.
So you've still got to sort out TV and
Yeah.
yeah.
But if you don't want a cable box, so to speak, you could get a Roku and stream using Roku.
I'm just gonna get Sky put in.
You don't need a Roku. You just need an Android box.
I don't want a paranoid one.
Call it Marvin.
I can watch the whole world's TV on my Android box.
How big is yours there,
Move your
Mark?
box in the cage now.
What?
How
Come
big
on,
is your
out.
Android box?
My Android
Right.
box, it's about 4 inches square and 3/4 of an inch deep.
Yeah.
But if you get caught with
Um,
it, you get in trouble.
No, because it does lots of other things other than that. It's got YouTube on it.
Doesn't matter. You're not allowed to have the other stuff.
Isn't that
You can have the legal stuff, but you can't have the illegal stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's all-
isn't that a similar size to the Apple TV Square?
Yep, pretty much the same size as the Apple TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
All they
I've got-
are little
I've got that
tiny
well.
Android boxes.
I've got the Apple TV as well.
How's your beverage, Don?
Gone.
Is it good?
It was warm.
Oh,
Would you have wine or what?
Watered down Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Watered
It
down
was
pepper.
Dr. Pepper earlier
Ice.
today with ice in it, and I drank the Dr. Pepper and then let the ice and whatever Dr. Pepper was mixed in with it, and
okay.
now it's warm and melted ice, and so it's watered down Dr. Pepper warm.
Is Dr. Pepper better cold?
Dr. Pepper can
Cold
can be drank cold or hot.
I prefer
Dr.
cold.
Pepper used to have a slogan: "Drink it hot."
As far as I'm concerned,
I didn't know that.
left
Yep.
in the
I love Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper's great with vodka.
Dr.
like
Pepper,
Dr.
people talk about rum and Coke and stuff. I've always enjoyed using Dr. Pepper as the beverage to mix with. It has a little bit better depth of flavor, and it's also slightly sweeter than Coca-Cola. So it makes a much better mix.
Yeah.
but it tastes like antiseptic mouthwash.
What does Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
I don't know where you're getting Dr. Pepper from, but it doesn't taste like mouthwash to me.
I know, it's a cherry-based drink, isn't it?
But it,
It's got 23 different
taste like
flavors.
cough medicine.
Good night, Michael.
Good night. Hey, it's Tim.
Tim Jackson.
Hey, Tim. How you doing?
Mr. Tim.
We were thinking about you
No, we weren't.
Andrew,
a few minutes ago.
Andrew, you keep your dreams to yourself. We're not involved in that.
But Justin said he was thinking of going on Fortnite, by the way.
Yeah, I know that's where he went.
Justin is not thinking about going on Fortnite. Justin is on Fortnite.
Going on Fortnite
It's
with
already
Laura.
on.
I can hear Laura talking to him,
Yeah.
which means I'm not going to bed till 4 in the morning.
Hey.
Tim can't
Uh,
play
Di-
Fortnite for the car.
David, what if you use earplugs?
Have you heard how loud Laura is?
Loud
I could've-
sleeping wise or on the game?
Again,
There's no
disclaimer
answer
though.
to that
Put it
one.
this way, right? There's workmen with a pneumatic
Just wait
drill
for that.
drilling the floor, and they can still hear what Laura's saying.
Oh, I get it.
You
I
mean
gotcha.
Laura gets a little excited?
It's just a little laugh.
Game, yeah.
The worst one, this is not just Laura, this happens a lot over here. It's people on the bloody phone. They don't
Yeah,
even
they-
need to ring
that-
the person anymore. They can just talk to them where they fucking well are because they'll be able to
Yeah.
hear them. It's like your phone has a microphone to pick up your voice. You don't have to shout at it.
Plus, of course, when they're gaming, they're wearing headsets and microphones, and so they talk louder because they can't actually hear how loud they're talking.
They can't hear themselves, so naturally
It-
their voice is louder.
It sounds like when people have Bluetooth earbuds and with the mic on it and talking to somebody on the phone,
Yes.
like AirPods.
It's even worse when somebody's using a car phone that's hooked up Bluetooth to the car stereo.
Mm.
And because it's coming through the speakers in the doors, everybody outside can hear the conversation as well.
Yeah.
I've seen that a few times.
So last night in Scotland, they organised one of these mass riot protest things, and they turned out
Did
in
more than 4 people turn up?
Yeah, well, the 4 people turned up in Southend. That was quite funny. There was like 500 others, but no, the one in Glasgow definitely went off. It went off big time. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop the immigration on pigeons.
Yeah, I'd protest that. The amount of pigeons that I see regularly is annoying.
Yeah, it's so funny though. You can actually see the person stood there that's got the anti-immigration flag, and all he's surrounded by his pigeons.
Yeah, a bit ago we had anti-immigration protests. They said there was a big one downtown, and then they showed video. As David suggested, only 4 people showed up.
Yes, that was our one last night near us.
So I'm like, 4 is not considered a big protest or riot.
Yeah, but the problem is now, all them people that were writing last week are suddenly facing jail time. They all thought, when the government said prisons are full, they thought, well, they're not going to jail us for doing this. And the government went, oh, no. We've got bunk beds. You can have 4 in that cell now. So they're all getting, and none of them are getting lighter sentences. Even though they're pleading guilty, they're still getting the maximum sentences.
I'm guessing the cell is 8x8 or 8x16.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know what a prison cell is. Mark, you know what size prison cell?
It's a standard size.
Porridge.
Yeah.
You can get 2 sets of bunk beds in a cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we used to have this advert for the postcode lottery, and it was someone's knocking at your door, someone's ringing your bell, and it was then it would camera would swing around, and it's somebody with a big check saying your postcode's won the lottery. But they've now edited that. It's someone's knocking at the door, you're definitely going to jail, and then the police come barging in. Because all them people that thought they were getting away with it, AI's taking them down.
Dusty.
Hey, East Coast.
He's got something for Laura in that link.
I'm not clicking it. It's going to be Fortnite related.
Yeah, you'd think so. I'll have a look.
Let me have a look.
Too late, Dusty. Laura's gone to Fortnite. She's not watching.
I think you need one of those, David.
Yeah. Yep. I'll take 2.
Oh,
I'll take 2.
People have spent money on that. People have spent money.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like I said, I'll take 2 to cover the first one.
Crumbs. Oh, my. Well. Yeah. What's the time?
Nearly midnight.
Yeah. Or midnight, my 9 a.m. I might.
Yeah, 2 minutes to midnight.
Great song by Iron Maiden.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, go pack up some stuff for tomorrow, and maybe see about figuring out dinner.
All my stuff's in the same bag, so I just got to make sure I've
A
got,
go bag.
gotta put my lens back in it.
Yeah, I need to get batteries out, make sure they're all charged. But pretty much everything's ready to go. I'm going to take a couple extra things I didn't take on my shoot today, but
Like another satin scarf.
Well, looks like I'm not the only person that has problems with 3D printers. Well, with Enders. Someone's put one up on Facebook. He wants 20 quid for it. He said it's a pile of shit, but somebody may get it working. He said because he's not done one print with it. He's probably the one I sent back.
all right, and I think that's my wife home too, so.
Okay. Well, see you, Donald.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it as well.
Get
So.
something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go to bed and get ready for my electric shock treatment.
Okay, good luck with that, David. Good luck.
Switch over to Ray Kelly now.
I'll have that on in the background. I've got a couple of things I need to attend to first.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
We've already called it.
We're already
I'm calling
going.
it. Joe's
Yeah,
calling
we've called it. You're on your
We're
own.
already
We've already
calling it.
called it while you're on the phone.
Yeah,
We're just waiting
I'll
for
be
you
there in
to.
the morning. I'll be there in the
Okay.
morning, but tomorrow afternoon I won't. So
Okay, we'll see everybody tomorrow morning.
Catch you all tomorrow.
okay.
See you next time.
Bye.
You might
Catch
see
you all
me
later
on.
today.